right, blog post came out today, and there's 3 things that are of interest to me here. We got some details on Cosmic Crucible, which we're going to go over. Some information about the release of Tier 4 blue ISO ions, whatever we're going to call it, but basically it's capped at 3, and we're going to be able to go to 4 with some new events. And then they mention streamlining raids, and actually that's probably my favorite part of the blog post. There's a bunch of stuff not said, but I do have some comments from Cerebro on the most commonly asked questions about characters, the Blitz rewards, things like that. We're going to talk about that. And also, we're going to talk about whether or not Cosmic Crucible is going to merit, because the rewards, in my opinion, are kind of lackluster. Do I want to build out specific teams, or I'm just going to focus on my normal teams and continue to play the game the way that I was playing? Because the rewards don't seem that great. We're going to get into Cosmic Crucible. Now, I did play this once before, so I'm going to kind of explain and give some context to this. So I have played Cosmic Crucible, 1 round of it. The Living Tribunal Judgment is at hand. Literally, preseason debut of Cosmic Crucible starts on May 11th at noon and will allow you to get acquainted with the new game mode. The simplest way to explain this game mode is that it is literally a 1 versus 1 alliance war. You set 6 teams on defense, and then you attack your opponent's 6 teams, right? It's literally that simple. There's a couple tricks to it. Now, if you played Galaxy of Heroes, I want to say there is some things that are different. You set your defense, and then you play, and then you play, and then you play. So you set your defense on one day, then you play the second day, you play the third day, you play fourth day. There's no day off in between. And if you want to adjust your defense for the next round, you can do that at any time, but it doesn't update until the next day. So, and if you don't set it up, it just literally gives you like shield minions or hand minions, if I remember correctly. So you do want to set it up on the first day. After the preseason starts, the first 48 hours are reserved for assigning teams to defend your stage's rooms. So that's what I said. The first day you set up the rooms. The first round trial starts on May 13th. So the event opens up on the 11th, but the first round of fighting, there's no gap between rounds. It goes attack one day, 6 matches, right? Is you have to attack 6 rooms, and the next day and the next day. So I know that was the mistake I made in it because I thought there would be a day off. Brackets and seasons, Swiss-style tournament. So we matched against a different player each trial. Tournaments are part of a season. Each one have different rooms and rules and distinct rewards. So yeah, it's going to be basically 8 people. Winners play winners, and it goes up in a bracket. And then after the 3 matches, you're going to place somewhere between 1 through 8, right? Commanders, level 60, will group in 8-person brackets based on their tribunal rating. Pre-seeding is based on TCP. We're calling the first season of Cosmic Crucible preseason as a chance to work out the kinks prior to the start of season 1 that'll start a few months later. So initially, they're going to match up people based on their collection power, and then from there, it'll go off of some sort of an ELO system. Hopefully, matchmaking will be good, but initially, it's just going to be off of collection power. Now, this is going to give benefit to people that have very focused, narrow rosters, and their effective TCP is going to be better. So, for me, I've got pretty heavily upgraded like A minions and hand minions. That's not helping me, because if you put 6 teams on defense and then in theory, maybe only need 6 teams to attack, that's really only 12 total teams that are actually going to participate in this, yet they're going to use your entire TCP to do initial matchmaking. I'm sure over time it'll get better. Looks like the rewards from top to bottom are very similar to kind of minimize like hacking and cheating. And it looks like advancing into the higher brackets is going to be of an advantage, and that's the reason for trying to place well. Defenses, similar to Alliance War, players will defend 6 stages, each of which grants bonuses or restrictions to characters. Additionally, each season will have a global rules that grant certain bonuses to all rooms, and this information was in the data mine in yesterday's video, and we can go over that here in a minute again. Each tournament consists of 3 trials. Each trial lasts 24 hours, during which you'll attack the 6 defenses of your opponent, and each enemy character eliminated is a KO. You have a limited number of attacks for each room. So plan your strategy accordingly before jumping into battle. And there's nothing's hidden, so there's no fog of war. Literally, you go in there and you can see all 6 teams. You don't have to guess what's hiding behind it, which I think is terrible. I kind of was hoping they would have like a fog of war, so it'd be like a mystery to see what's in room 6 and room 5, and should I save this team, and actually have to think, but I guess they didn't care about that. Players will use trials by defeating more rooms than their opponents. To enforce this, we use a system called victory points. Victory points stage clears first. The least amount of characters offensive 10 seconds. So basically, if you go into a room and it takes 2 attacks, you're penalized for using 2 teams. You want to one-shot it. And turn bonus. Now, the turn bonus was bugged. And the efficiency bonus was bugged when I played this. And it also was bugged inside of the Scourge event. We will see if it's not bugged. Like, I don't know. Like, I know it's been reported. They've had a lot of time to fix it, but we'll see. Healthy characters and KOs last. So, yeah, if you were able to go through the match and come out with all of your characters healthy, you get more points. So, overkill is good. I don't think there's going to be a lot of situations for a tie, but if there is a tie, the player with the highest TCP wins. And I know that's kind of controversial. People used to say, well, the people with the lower TCP should, get props, right, for doing better, right? But I don't think the game is ever going to incentivize people having a lower TCP. They want you to have as high as TCP as possible. Why would you be penalized for upgrading your roster? So they're not going to penalize people for actually upgrading their roster. Therefore, they're going to incentivize people to upgrade their roster. So if there's a tie, the player with the highest TCP wins. There you go. There we've got the new background. Rewards. Rewards we will grant it upon your division. The higher your placement, the better the rewards, including the teal gear each season. Advance to the next division by achieving high rankings in tournaments to increase your tribunal rating. Now, I do want to show the actual room bonuses. This is data mined, so this is subject to change, and they said they're going to change this from time to time. So like every season will be a little bit different. There is a defender's advantage. Defending characters gain a 20% health and 10% damage. And then the first 2 stages don't have any bonuses, but this 3rd stage has a room bonus where it says defensive reversal on all characters' turns. Flip defense up, deflect and evade on that character's allies. Stage 4, slow down on all characters' turns. If that character is speed up, clear all positive effects and apply 2 turns of slow and trauma to that character. Stage 5, cosmic catastrophe. All characters who passively revive return with 1 health, and all character turns return speed bar by 50% for that character's cosmic allies. Stage 6, time dampening. All speed bar increases and decreases have no effects for all characters. I have no idea if that'll be implemented, but that's what is in the data mine. And so we'll have to see how it plays out. Data mines, always subject to change. Probably that's what it's going to be, but we will see. And of course, like I said, that can it's supposed to change from season to season to kind of spice it up. I kind of was hoping they would do like, all these matches are 5 versus 5. Wouldn't it be fun to do 3 versus 3 or 6 versus 6 or 7 versus 7? I mean, they do have the option to do that. It's kind of interesting if they would in this format. I think that'd be kind of fun to try that out. Rewards will be based upon your division, higher placement, the better rewards, including tons of teal gear each season, advances to the next division by achieving high rankings in tournaments, which increase your tribunal rating. Each KO in a match will net Crucible credits, which can be spent in the Crucible store. Items including teal, orange, purple gear pierces players to earn additional Crucible credits and elite Crucible credits from their placement at the end of each tournament and at the end of the season. And you can see here, there's not a lot of difference here between rank 1 and rank 8. I believe being in the division is what's going to matter the most. So launch event. To celebrate the launch of this momentous game mode, the road to the preseason will be full of rewards, prepare you for combat in a limited time login calendar. When we've already done 1 day of the login calendar already, you'll get some Cosmic Crucible credits and elite Cosmic Crucible credits to spend in the new Cosmic Crucible store. There's no characters in that store. There's literally no characters in that store. And I wonder, is it even worth upgrading like team specific to this mode? I don't know yet. All I know is that I had Wakandans hearted, and I was attempting to upgrade them in anticipation of this. Then the announcement for the second Horseman came out, and guess what got hearted? For me, I hearted Young Avengers, and I unhearted Wakandans, and that's just what I did. You also get character shards in the calendar for the newly reworked Wakandans. My understanding is they're very good, and outside even Cosmic Crucible and valuable gear. It's just I'm so focused on the second Horseman. You also get some Cosmic Crucible credits sprinkled throughout the Milestone event as limited time reward to help gear up your characters. Then it'll be time for you to go and earn those coveted Cosmic Crucible credits the old-fashioned way. through intense and exciting combat within the game mode itself. And there's the calendar. We've already got 1 day of the calendar, and so it's going to go. All right. Like I said, I don't know about you, but I'm just not really, I mean, I guess there's stuff in here I do need. Right here in the Cosmic Crucible store, for sure, without a doubt, these pieces are very valuable, right? But, you know, like, I just don't know. Like, I thought there would be character shards in here, and I just thought it would be different. I guess I'll take what we get, right? Most exciting thing in this blog post right here, streamlining raid content with the release of Cosmic Crucible, which is basically going to be 3 days a week, attacking 6 rooms. So you could be done in 6 attacks, right? With the release of Cosmic Crucible, we know that players will be excited to spend time strategizing and executing their tactics to rack up victory points. To ensure have time to focus on Cosmic Crucible, the dev team has been working at several methods to streamline experiences elsewhere. I'm actually pretty excited about this. Coming this subsequent release of 6.2, players will be able to cut a significant amount of time of manual input currently required in some of the raids. Maybe it'll be sim raids, at least the betas or the Greek raids. We will have more details to share as we get closer to that release. This is a first step in several actions we plan to take this year to streamline existing content. I wonder if this means sim raids. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it does. But yes, right? Okay. Tier 2, level 4, ISO-8. And I got to tell you, you know, I struggle right now in the Doom 2.3 raids, you know, in Tech and Mutant. And, you know, I'm probably also going to want to upgrade my arena team, let's say, right? Or, you know, there's going to be lots, or maybe it's going to be for the Horseman and Scourge event, those characters, right? Here's the thing is, when new stuff comes out, it's super scarce and or super expensive. It's usually pretty expensive. So I'm not expecting abundance of this to be out early. And the post even alludes to that. Ready for the next level. Tier 2, level 4 ions are incoming, so get ready to fuse the necessary ISO-8 crystals. And this is a new currency, of course. If you look in game, there's actually a currency for level 4 and then a separate currency for level 5. Upgrade to T2 level 4 ISO-8. Characters equipped with level 4 class will see a 10% boost to armor, focus, health, and resistance, making for a powerful upgrade to your roster. And so when you go to level 5 is when the you know, the skirmisher does something different. So this is basically just a stat boost. You know, the juicy stuff would come in level 5. Your opportunity to earn these coveted nuances will be in the upcoming Victory Blueprint event. Info in the next section. There'll also be a limited number of offers. Don't you worry. There'll be some offers. And if you don't buy them, you're going to regret it forever. Buy or die. FOMO. It is what it is. This is just a taste of what to come. Information about where you can get more of the T2 level 4 ions on a recurring basis will be announced closer to the release of 6.2 in a couple of months. So we're going to get into the events, and it sounds like it's going to be pretty stingy. Like, you're really going to have to try to get one character upgraded, and the people that go all out will get 1.5 characters. Not even enough for 2 characters, according to the information of A Force of Nature events. So this event's like a month long. A lot of the details are unknown. A is for allies, and this is going to be somewhat of a controversial event. Teamwork makes the dream work on May 7th. A is for allies event. Team up with your alliance mates by spending ISO-8 campaign energy to earn points towards a 7-day alliance milestone that rewards A-Force emblems, T2 level 1 ions, and T1 ions. So it is what it is. You know, I was one of those people that never really liked group projects when I was in school. You know, when they, you know, the Stark Tech Armory event, which was an alliance event, not a fan. Just the idea that, you know, most of the gear to get into Dark Dimension 5 is gated around, you know, an alliance event doing the Doom raids, right? Not a fan. It's just like, I think that there's a lot of lone wolf players, and this game has definitely forced us to be in this homogenous group of 24 people that think the same and that play the same, and it has really left out this idea of playing, hey, my cousin plays this game, my coworkers play this game, like this casual alliance thing has kind of been destroyed, and it's all these group projects, and they're kind of taking that direction again. It is what it is. I guess it's not the worst of things, but anyways, let's keep going. Victory Blueprint. So this is a double whammy, big no whammies, with rewards that give you progress towards the A Force of Nature milestone. They give you new T2 level 4 ions. So this is the super scarce new level 4 blue ions. You will definitely don't want to miss this event, which goes away May 11th. Points, 7-day milestone by spending campaign energy, war credits, and war energy refills. Now this is where it gets into it. Milestones rewards includes A Force emblems with special token item Jessica Jones jacket, score big points. Those points from the items. There's 3 items, and like Captain Marvel's helmet is in the Madeline Pryor Blitz event, and I think you really want to. I mean, not everybody wants to blitz, but I think you want to get that helmet because it looks like a lot of the points for this event is tied up on these emblems. So just keep that in mind. Score big points for the A-Force and Natural Milestone. Earn Cosmic Crucible credits for the upcoming Cosmic Crucible store and the new T2 level 4 ions. It gets even better with fragments of the for the forthcoming Legacy 3 orb, green ions, and Legacy 1 and 2 orbs. And then this is where it says that there's not going to be a lot there. They're setting the expectations here. You'll definitely want to go full throttle. So the players that go full throttle for this event, so that you can ensure you can earn enough to take 1 character. If you go full throttle, maybe you'll get 1 character to class level 4. For most of the dedicated players, the people that go all out, you'll earn enough to improve a 2nd character about halfway. So it's setting the expectations where the people that max out this event are only going to have enough resources to do 1.5 characters, and the full throttle people have enough to go 1. So like I said, whenever they have a new level of progression, whether it's gear or the ISO ion system, it's super scarce and super expensive at first. You can bet on it. I think that's just good business. Also, quick Rumble Blitz military. So you really don't need to do anything about this. There are 10 military characters, and you just need a handful of them to be at level 5 to finish that. You can look and see how it's going for you right now with the Hydra event. And the data mine suggested that this is going to be a changing faction, if you will. And so you can take a look at your roster. There's definitely some good military characters worth upgrading anyways. Like I'm thinking Captain Marvel is probably a very important character now with the A-Force team. So it's in some ways it's not an event. And Cerebro is, a lot of people, and myself included, have been a little bit, the Blitz rewards on this event is kind of bad, right? And Cerebro did acknowledge, as your feedback is heard on the Blitz rewards, he's working on it. So there you go. We have that. And then we have the legendary events returning, which we got Magneto. And then we also have, I think later it goes on to Black Bolt. So here is the information that was posted yesterday in game. I'll go over it again. Strongest vegetation withers in the presence of Apocalypse, Second Horseman, Famine, Someone Morgan Flay. The next legendary horseman will have their own Scourge event, and Famine will lock at 3 stars. That's great. This time there will be 3 trade options for nodes 5 and 10 on difficulty 5 and above. A-Force, Young Avengers, and Inhumans, and I'm personally working on my Young Avengers. Who is Famine? We'll find out. They're not telling us. I think most of the community right now is anticipating Rogue being the next horseman, but we don't have any official confirmation of that. But that kind of makes sense to me based on the hints that they've dropped and the rumors and all of that. Weekly events: Iceman Blitz. Then we've got double drops. We got Black Bolt. We got the payday event for gold. So I wanted to skip to the Reddit comments about this post and then we're gonna wrap up this video. Boosted the new character output. We're getting more characters in the game. Reduced the amount of farmable characters. Reduced the amount of gold we get on a weekly basis. More X-only teams tell us when and where we can play things. We're talking about mode-specific bonuses. Like these new Cosmic Crucible bonuses. Boy, they're probably going to make Cosmic Crucible defensive teams and so on. I mean, it never ends with it. New Rumble Blitz is trash, where you have Blitz events. And then this post right here, with all due respect, how long and how many times and or how many members of the community need to ask about the new farmable characters cadence before we get a response? If we say please, will that help? Can you please address that we have been getting only 1 new farmable character for the last 5 months? And then, he must have saw it on the stream, what Cerebro said. Can we please get an update on the farmability characters? The number of characters unable to be farmed is all-time high. Definitely actively discussing this with the team. It's a high priority with Cerebro. Cerebro is the community manager. So that is all we have for today. What do you think about all this? I wish I was more excited about Cosmic Crucible. I'm excited to play the game mode. I'm excited for the gameplay. I just am not really thrilled with the store. I'm excited about, getting, take less time raiding, specifically in the gamma raids, or not the gamma raids, but the Greek raids. And then, if we get ISO 4, blue ISO 4, and that helps in the tech raids and the arena, I think that's great. I definitely know which characters I'm going to want to do first, because I struggle in the tech without a doubt. That's good stuff. Overall, it's pretty good, but these issues that are right here, are kind of a big deal still. All this stuff right here, this office right here. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that plays out. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.